There is a time for everything, says the Bible in the book of Ecclesiastes. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. And yesterday as a nation we had a time to reflect together on the impact of this pandemic, and especially to remember those who've lost their lives and those families and communities that have been hit by grief and loss and pain. And we know that we should expect these painful times in our lives. But perhaps for some of us, it feels like the last year has involved a lot of weeping and not much time to laugh, a lot of mourning and not much time to dance. And you could even look at all of those painful times and think, well, does God really care? That's a good question. And it's a question that we see a really clear answer to when we look back 2,000 years ago and see a man dying on a cross. This wasn't just any man, though. This was the Son of God, come down from heaven to earth, born to this world and given the name Jesus. And in his life, Jesus experienced all of the painful times that we experience, including the weeping and the mourning. Then he died on the cross to bring an end to all of that weeping forever, dying to reconcile us to the God of life, who will one day bring a full end to all weeping for all of his people for all time. Because our biggest issue as humans is not actually COVID-19. Our biggest issue as humans is our relationship with God. That as humans we've turned away from the God who made us, the God of life. We've chosen to go our own way. And that choice has consequences in our lives now, and it also means that we deserve to face God's punishment. But there, on the cross, Jesus died in our place, taking the punishment for us, so that as we trust him, we can be reconciled to the God of life, welcomed into his family. And what difference does that make? Well, we'll still experience times of weeping and mourning now, but we'll know that through all of those times there is a God in heaven who cares for us and who'll keep us safely through all of those painful realities until the day that he's promised is coming very soon, when all of that weeping and mourning will be a thing of the past forever. And on that day, we'll see just how much God cares for us in times like these.